Hi students, I hope you are fine and healthy at your home. Now we are going to study about projectile motion. What is projectile motion? When a body is projected at an angle other than vertical, the body moves under the gravity and fall at the different point of earth. The path traced by the body is called trajectory and the motion is called as a projectile motion. We have studied that when a body projected at an angle. In this diagram, I can explain you in this diagram. When a body is projected at an angle theta or other than vertical. This is vertical or horizontal. Then the body moves under the gravity. It will attain maximum height. Then moves attain the gravity and reach another point. Is known as a path traced by the body is called trajectory and the motion is known as a projectile motion. So we have a two component here. We can give I can give you example motion of cannonball, yes, and some object is thrown by the aeroplane also is the example for the projectile motion. In this projectile motion we will study about time of flight, maximum height, maximum range. First we will see about time of flight. So what is the time of flight? The time taken by the projectile to travel one point to this point. Well, if I give you to example that point O, this is point O and point A. Then time taken by the body to cover O to A, to travel a point O to A. So let's we will solve this numerical. Let a body is projected with initial velocity u at an angle theta. Initial velocity is u and angle is theta. This is angle is theta. So we know that horizontal component is ux cos theta and vertical component is uy sin theta. So uy sin theta means this is vertical component. We know that v by t equal to 0 and we'll take acceleration. Acceleration means gravity because body is falling under the gravity. So we will take ay equal to minus g. So if we'll talk about this condition perpendicular knot, so v by t equal to u plus at. We know this equation of motion. So we'll follow v by this will be followed by in a y direction. Okay. So v by t equal to v by plus at. V by u, we know that u cos theta or u sin theta. So this will be our u sin theta and at means a means gravity. So minus gt. So we'll get u sin theta equal to gt. So t will be t equal to u sin theta upon g. But time of flight will be 2 of t. This is a small interval of time. So t equal to 2u sin theta upon g. If we'll put this value in this equation, then we can solve t equal to 2u sin theta upon g. So this is the derivation of time of flight. Now we'll see the horizontal range. The horizontal distance traveled in the time of flight is called horizontal range. The horizontal distance, this is the horizontal distance traveled in a time of flight. In 1 second we can see also. So OA equal to R. This is horizontal distance. U cos theta R. So in this OA equal to R, this is our horizontal range. Horizontal range can be written as capital R equal to horizontal range into time of flight. This is our u cos theta, or time of flight we get 2u sin theta upon g. This is our time of flight. So what will we get? 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g. So this is our equation. This is our equation. So we can write as a u square 2 sin theta cos theta upon g. So this will be u square sin 2 theta upon g. This is our R. 2 sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. So range will be u square sin 2 theta upon g. This is our required horizontal range.